Ever since our hunter-gatherer ancestors figured out how to trick wolves into working for rations instead of wages, the domestication of animals has played an integral part in human society. Today, based on this book, we'll go over some of my favorite fun facts regarding animals in the Eastern Roman Empire. Does a bear shit in the woods? Weird question, why do you want to know? These two particular bears did at least, but they did it in the wrong place, wrong time. They were captured and then claimed by Emperor Valentian, who named them Goldflake and Innocence, and kept them outside his bedchambers. This may seem like the usual crazy Roman Emperor MO, but these bears had such an amazing curriculum vitae that Valentian had to give them the position of executioners. After years of loyal service, Valentian turned Innocence free in the woods, hoping she would bear cubs like herself. Get it? Bear cubs. Bear. Haha. There's a legend that in his youth, Saint Theodoro of Sicyon could outrun a horse in a 3-mile race. If we take into account the possibly made-up numbers I got from Google, in a 3-mile race, a horse would average a galloping speed of about 40 to 48 kilometers per hour. The record for fastest human goes to Usain Bolt, who managed to reach a speed of 44 kilometers per hour. So Saint Theodoro would have to maintain the fastest sprint ever recorded throughout the whole race to even come close to possibly win. Seems legit. While climbing up Mount Argias, Saint Lazarus encountered a bear. Nothing happened, they bumped into each other, got startled and fled. What Saint Lazarus didn't know was that that bear was the sweetest girl in the realm, Innocence. Was she bearing cubs in Mount Argias? You know, like she bare the cub. Like, did the bear bear a bear? Fuck, okay, damn, I'll stop. Can't even make jokes in this fucking bullshit. Like and subscribe. In the 11th century, a giraffe was sent to Emperor Constantinos IX Monomachos as a diplomatic gift from Egypt, and by this time the giraffe had been known as camel leopard for more than 1,000 years. This term comes from the ancient Greek kamelos pardis, which described the giraffe as a camel-shaped animal with the spots of a leopard. I mean, this is pretty accurate if you got no other terms of comparison. But even after most of Europe decided to name it giraffe, or some variation of this term, the Greeks sat back, thought about it and said, nah man, pretty sure that's a camel leopard, and so they call it Camilo Pardali to this day. In the 6th century, a man named Andreas had a very special dog, and he would go from village to village showing off the tricks his dog could perform. In one of these tricks, he would place coins of different emperors and then would command his dog to point to the coin of a specific emperor, which he did. But this was not the signature move of this very special dog, because this dog could point out women who were pregnant and could also point out women who were adulterers. Silk was a very important and luxurious textile in the Middle Ages, so much so that they even made a road about it. This road stretched all the way from China to Europe, which meant that Eastern Romans had to deal with Persian tariffs to import silk, which were very expensive. This changed in the 6th century, when a group of monks traveled to Serinda and managed to smuggle some silkworms back into the empire. Besides the benefit of not having to pay those tariffs, the Romans were also able to flex on the Turks, who were very impressed by it. The Eastern Romans were Roman, but they were also very Greek, so that means they had a lot of stories with talking animals that ended with a moral conclusion. We call these fables. One of my favorites is about a mouse that is caught by a cat. The cat is toying with the mouse, asking him personal questions and terrorizing him. Sensing what was coming, the mouse began to cry and pray for his life. The cat then asks him if he's a monk, to which the mouse replies that he is an abbot at a monastery and starts reciting the psalms. But the cat decided to eat the rat, for there is no bigger sin for an abbot than leaving his monastery without his habit, the tunic which represents his order. Moral of the story? If anyone asks if you're a monk, just say no, don't risk it, man. Another fable that I stumbled upon was about a donkey that escaped from his abusive master. While on his getaway, he is stalked by a fox and a wolf. To try and save his skin, the donkey tells him that his master is close by, accompanied by his hunting hounds. The fox, startled, convinces the donkey and the wolf to join her in holy pilgrimage to the Holy Land, where they could beg on the streets and live a simple, easy life. They board the ship heading to the Holy Land, but while on their way, the donkey kicks them both off the deck. Moral of the story: don't fuck with donkeys. In the next episode of The Raccoon Show, I will be asking the question, did the Kingdom of Portugal try to save the Knights Templar? Ooh, did they? I don't know, guess you'll have to wait and see. Thanks for watching and subscribe if you dig the vibe.